Valerie Frost here, host of Community Insight Podcast. This is Behind the Insight, where I jump back to parts of the most recent episode, share some inner thoughts, maybe tell you what I meant to say, and just give you a little behind the scenes look. So our most recent episode was with Carol Mitchell, Director of Advocacy for the Institute for Black Justice. I'm gonna tell you all, I still jam. I won't do it now and embarrass myself, but I still jam out to this. Shout out to Tavon for original music.
It's no secret that fathers are often sidelined in conversations about child welfare.
Okay, I just want to say, once again, confession. I don't think that we have really spotlit fathers on this podcast. And it's still June as of today. So happy Father's Day and all the things. Because I know, I actually heard a father a few months ago talk about how there are so many other like remembrance celebration days just kind of thrown into June now that like fatherhood is just kind of buried, like Father's Day is now buried in other things. So happy that we got to still carve out space and also to rectify the faux pas in season 2.
I think what we miss when we don't think about fathers as a separate and distinct part of the family well-being puzzle.
I do like the imagery of the family well-being puzzle. I feel like we should create that.
Just a deposit of DNA, and then you're off duty. And so I think that's a radical concept for a lot of men. And we can talk specifically about African American.
And I flag this because this is number one, the first time she says radical. So later in the episode, I talk about how that was just getting at me, that she kept like, it's radical. Like, gosh, fathering is radical. So we're going to count that ding as one.
And then I think with Black families in particular, the history of slavery in America is the root of the problem when it comes to Black families, because
listen now, y'all. Listen to Miss Carol speaking some truth here.
Black babies were commodities. And so the removal of Black babies from Black families and the removal of Black fathers from Black families was just part of the commerce.
She said it, y'all. Not me, she said it. Keep listening.
Of slavery. That's just what happened. And the threat of removal of a child or a spouse was used as a way to control and manipulate Black enslaved people into...
See, this is why they keep coming back to my house.
Doing what they were expected to do, which was to expend their labor without resistance for no compensation.
Sounds a little like lived experience engagement, you all. If the shoe fits.
And to endure hardship and horror in the process of it.
And
so 5 boys, 4 girls, and both my mother and father in the household, we had very specific gender roles. And
does that bother anybody else? I'm like, oh gosh, you need to even out. But my family's like that too, because I've got 1 boy and 2 girls.
My brothers took care of everything external to the house, and my sisters and I were raised to take care of everything internal. I could cut up a chicken, Valerie, and get 12 pieces off of it by the time I was 12 years old. That was the rite of passage for the...
How many of y'all can get 12 pieces off a chicken? Go in the comments and let me know.
And so we have a lot of work to do to change that perception that well-being of children is a woman's work.
Well, Carol, I need to know this. Do you babysit? Because my oldest are 8, and
that scenario brought up for me the need for us to do something radically different in the child welfare system. And IBJ, we call ourselves radical abolitionists. We are followers of Dorothy Roberts, who wrote the book Torn Apart.
Here we go again. Here we go with this radical. So this is now the third time she's used the third time.
Couples with children. Who's doing that these days? You ask whether or not you need to remove your shoes when you walk into a person's house. May I come in? You ask permission. You don't just barge in.
No, you may not. Goodbye. I'm trying to think if I've ever No, I've never let a CPS worker into my home. I mean, like, they had to come in eventually because they called backup, but I never just hey, come on.
Get out of here with that. But I sometimes...
I bet you a lot of money Carol does not say get out of here with that in real life. She probably wanted to cuss.
We will be cheering you on June 28th and beyond.
Thank you.
All right, so it's June 28th, so let's cheer. Woo! So Carol is an absolute delight to talk to. I first met her in person in DC. Then we prepped for this episode. We could talk forever. She is a storyteller. She is funny. You can just feel it, the language, the Institute for Political Power. And we are, wildly impactful and radical. And, she's not just, there are so many people in this space that just want to check a box, go big or go home. We're going radical. We're going wildly impactful. We're going for power. We are doing the thing. Carol's on my team. Carol, we're doing it. I'm here with you. So June 28th, had an event today. I want to hear about it. In the fall, I want to hear about meeting Professor Roberts, how that goes for you all. I want to hear about this political power. This episode left me with more questions than answers. I am so curious. So I will definitely be following the Institute for Black Justice. And I am so honored that I got to have this conversation with Carol.